Hey y'all, welcome back to the 5-minute session. Today we're going to talk about coping skills for anxiety. So make sure you grab your pen and your paper and we'll be right back. We got 5 minutes. Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm super excited. I'm Tiffany from Tiffany Empowers, and today, like I stated earlier, we're going to be talking about 4 coping skills that will help you with anxiety. Make sure you hit the notification button so that you do not miss a moment of when a new video drops, which happens every Wednesday, by the way. If you're not following me on all social media, make sure you do that, and you can find that in the description of this video and any other video that you might view. So, what are some things that we can do to help us with our anxiety? You know, as we get back into post-COVID, we have to sometimes adjust to what a new norm may be, and anxiety is real. And so we want to be able to move back into society gradually and slowly while we decrease our anxiety, right? So these 4 tips can be helpful. If you try any of them, please let me know how they go. Leave it down in the comment box below. You can email me, you can DM me, you can message me on Facebook. All social media platforms, I'm there. So make sure that you check me out over there as well as here. So let's jump into our 4. Number 1, we're going to try to challenge irrational thoughts. Anxiety can increase when we have irrational thoughts. What do I mean by irrational thoughts? I mean, somebody might be out to get me. COVID might be out to get me. That is irrational. Somebody might be out to get you, but the reason they might be out to get you because you might own some money, you might have been messing with their spouse. So those really aren't irrational, those are valid. COVID is out, but it is not out to get you specifically. It's out to get who's ever in the atmosphere, who's ever out, society in general. But to generalize it or to make it specific just to you, that's irrational. And how do we combat irrational thoughts to help decrease our anxiety? Is we do facts. We have to combat irrational thoughts with facts. So whenever you have one of those irrational thoughts that creeps up in our mind and it allows our anxiety to just run rampant, we want to combat that with what we call facts. Verifiable facts. Information we can prove. That is what we want to use to help decrease that irrational thought, which will help decrease our anxiety. Okay? Number 2, we're going to do deep breathing. Breathing is a natural part of our life. We have to do it to exist, correct? And so what we want to do, and you can do this anywhere, people won't know you're doing it. You do not have to broadcast it. It is just something that you can do within your own capacity. If you feel your anxiety rising, you feel some uncomfortableness in you, what you can do is you could take a deep breath in 4, hold for 4, blow out through the lips for 4. The secret to deep breathing is to slow it down and count it, and you can do that as often as you need until you actually start to feel the body relax, and it will decrease that anxiety. Number 3, what we can do is called imagery. Some of us do guided imagery where we may be listening to a recording of some waves, someone telling us a story. But if we don't have the luxury of actually hearing that, we can do that within our own mind. The mind is so powerful. So you can go back to a place. You might have been at a beach. You might have been in a log cabin. You might have been in your bathroom, wherever your serene place was where you were totally relaxed. Take your mind back there and allow that story to relive and revisit it, and that will also help decrease your anxiety. And number 4 that you can put in your toolbox is called progressive muscle relaxation. You can try that as well. They particularly like for us to try those things if we are sitting in a chair, if we are laying down. But I find myself maybe in my car or in a grocery line when the line is like super long and you're really like, yo, what is going on? And you really want to relax yourself. You can actually flex, excuse me, my nose is itching. You can flex your foot and feel that the tension for about 10 seconds, and then you can release it, and you'll feel the difference between the tenseness of that muscle in versus to when you just relaxed it for those 10 seconds. You can actually just clench your fist for about 10 seconds, and then you can slowly release that, and you will feel and stretch those fingers out when you're doing that. And you can feel, I feel that now, just stretching my fingers out. I feel the difference when I'm stretching it and then I'm going to relax it. That is also another thing that you can do to help reduce your anxiety. Those are 4 tools that I just gave you to put into your coping skill toolbox. I hope you're building that every week while you're watching it. That's what this channel is about. Building that toolbox, building your coping skills, and sharing what you've learned. If you've tried any of the 4 that I have given you, please share them in the comment box below. I would love to read them. Again, make sure your notifications are on. You are sharing this and you are commenting with me. Is it something that you want me to break down, or hey, can I put this in my toolbox? Put that down in the comments box too. I love to converse with you about what's in your toolbox. Until next week, continue to thrive over survive. If nobody's told you I love you and you are super special. Until next week, keep it moving.